here.
And Lori.
And together we are Lori Squared. Hey Lori, can you hear me over there?
Oh, I don't know, but I sure can see
you. We've missed you guys. It's been a really long time, but here we are, 6 feet apart.
We have our little handy dandy ruler here, and this is the only way we could meet so that we could start to bring you our LL Cool Tech Tool segments during this COVID period.
I'm sure everybody's missed us terribly.
But after we decided we were going to be on a virtual platform for a little while and we did convocation, there was a lot of good feedback when we presented with Nina and Anna on the HI side. And we presented the apps, and many of the apps were for the families and the children that we work with. But part of the apps were like some teacher tools that we could use in our own profession. So we are going to go ahead and give you some tutorials, some video tutorials in this segment so that it can supplement some of the Word documents that we gave you with the description on how to do that. So one of the apps that we're going to do is going to be the Outlook app, and the other one's going to be the Google Keep app, and then
I am going to go through a video tutorial showing you how to sync all of the Google Meets that we are currently setting up into our OneDrive calendars so that we can keep those together. We hope everybody enjoys our segment that we put together for you today. It's been a long time.
I know, I've missed you, Lori, but at least I get to see her this way.
Hey, look, we can do high fives from a distance. All right, enjoy.
I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to use the Google Keep app. And this is a great application to use if you want to compose a note or if you want to compose a checklist. So after you've downloaded it onto your phone or onto a tablet from the Google Play Store or from the Apple Store, you're just simply going to click on it. And as you can see down on the bottom right, there's a circle with a plus in it. So if I want to add a note, I'm just going to add a note there. I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to call this one, I'm going to use this note because I'm going to take a note on a student and document something that happened during a visit. So I'm just going to put Scooter and then maybe the date, like October 9, 2020. I'm going to dictate my note. Scooter participated in a shared reading today for 5 minutes before becoming visually fatigued, period. And then maybe I want to add, a picture of him doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that picture. I'm going to use that photo. And I have that documented right there. Then I want to maybe email it to myself. So I'm going to send it. And I can either text it or I can go and send it to me in an email. Or I can copy it to Google Docs. Or like I said, I can text it to myself. So that's one way that you can use that. So then another way that you can use your Google Keep app is to compose a checklist. So if you want to use your Google Keep to compose a checklist, you would just simply go back into the app. When you click on it, at the bottom, you'll see a square box with a check mark in it. You're going to click on that. It takes you into this location where you can click on title, and then you simply give it a title depending on what you're going to use it for. So sometimes I use this to make a to-do list, and sometimes I do this just for personal reasons, like I want a grocery list. So I'm going to go ahead just for demonstration purposes and type grocery. And then next to the box, I'm just going to put like eggs. And so if it's a list like this, it'll auto-populate. And then I might put dog food. And then I might do something silly like tahini, because I use that to make hummus. But if I email this to my husband, he won't know what tahini is. So I can go down here and go back to the box with the plus sign, and I can take a photo or choose an image offline, or actually take a picture of the tahini jar so I can show him what it is that I want, and it will put the picture there by the label. And then what you can do is you can also click the 3 little dots to the right side, and you can color code it, you can label it, you can send it to yourself, you can send it in a text or an email, you can make a copy, you can delete it if you want to start over. And the other thing I want to show you is to the left of the checkbox, you'll see the little pad, the little 6 dots, and that you can simply just move things around. So if you want to move them like that. And then the cool thing is, if I'm at the grocery store and I have this list and I got my dog food, I click check, puts it in the complete item. I got my tahini, got my eggs, I'm all done. So that was just a quick demonstration on how you can use the checklist feature of the Google Keep app. I'm going to show you a tutorial about how to use the OneDrive app to scan a document. So the first thing you're going to need to do is to go to the Google Play Store or to the App Store and download the OneDrive app. And once you do that, you're going to open up the OneDrive app, and you're going to notice that it will automatically open in the files that you have there. And when you first open it, it's probably going to prompt you for your email address and password. But then after that, it should just open up by itself. So you can see your files and your folders there. And you can also see a menu bar down at the bottom where it says Home, Files. You'll see the camera icon, Shared, and Libraries. So other than the camera icon, those menu items at the bottom are the same things you can access on your laptop or a tablet or a desktop computer. So what I'm going to do is show you how to use the scan feature. So that would be the camera button at the bottom, the little circle, little blue circle. And I've got a document here on my desk. So I just hit the camera button so that it does that. Now, as you can see, we're here at my desk with my keyboard, and here's just a piece of paper, and all you're going to do is just use your phone to take a picture, as I'm doing in this case, or your tablet. So I'm going to click on the document, and it takes a picture. Now the picture is automatically converted into a PDF document, and it's only going to the PDF document is what is outlined there. And you can change that if you need to make that bigger or smaller, or let's say you got some of the desk in there and you want to take some of the desk out, you just kind of bring it in like that. And then you hit done. And then it's going to give you some filters here that you can look at the document. And so if you don't want any filters, that's what it looks like. If you want it to look like a whiteboard, it looks like that. If you want it to be black and white, or if you want it to be grayscale. So I didn't take a color document to show that, but I'm just going to put it on the whiteboard. I think it looks like it's on a nice piece of white paper. It's easy to see, high contrast. And I'm going to go back and hit done. And then it's going to want to save it. And it automatically will default to whatever's on your calendar, because your Outlook calendar will sync with this. And so today I'm in a meeting for the day. And so it's going to want to default to that. And the way you can change that is, especially like if you're in the car and you want to take a picture of your travel log and you want to upload it, you just click on it and then you can type what you want it to be. So I'm going to make this travel log. We'll pretend that's what it is. Whoops. How about if I can spell correctly? So travel log. Good grief. I'll pretend it's for November. Like that. And then you save it by clicking that arrow at the top, and then it saves it into your file. So the only advantage to it auto-populating like that is, let's say you are in a meeting and you click on that and you want to share it. It will automatically auto-populate if those folks have their email addresses included. And that way, if you're in a meeting, let's say there's a document you talk about, you want to share it with everybody, it's just a time saver. You click on it and then you can hit send and it sends it to all the participants. But you can also put some filters on it and screen it. So like here, this is a scan. It's going to be from our meeting today, from the travel log. I'm going to specify who can view it. And I'm going to allow editing if I want to allow editing. And it's, anybody that has the link. And then you hit apply. And then I'm going to send the link. And then I would type in my email address there and then hit send. So I opened up my email, and as you can see, the PDF document that I sent to myself was shared. When I click on November travel log, you open it up, and there's the PDF document that we sent to that email address. And that is how you scan a document in OneDrive. So I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to use your OneDrive app to dictate a note. So if you haven't already downloaded the OneDrive app from the Apple Store or Google Play, go ahead and do so. And the other thing that you're going to want to have downloaded too is Word. So in order to utilize the functions of it on your OneDrive. So you're just going to, once those two things are downloaded, you're going to go into your OneDrive and click on it, and there's your files. And for the purposes of the tutorial today, I just made a tutorial folder. So I'm going to click on the tutorial folder, and I put a sample service note in there, or any Word document that you want. I'm going to click it open. And then at the top of the document, you are going to see this Word document, and you want to click on that so that you can use the toolbar that's located at the top of the document here. So I'm going to go in this document, and the thing that has been the time saver is for me to click on a sample service note and click this little microphone button that you can see right here. I guessed on the right. Let me close that keyboard. So you'll see this little, when you click on the document actually, so I want to click on that space, it brings up the keyboard so I can type in my note if I want to, or I can click this little microphone button icon on the right hand side here and just dictate my note. So you're going to click on there, select that, hit the microphone down here at the bottom. And as you can see, it starts typing everything that you dictate. So you can go blah, 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 blah. Or you could say something like, today was a scheduled session with a mutually agreed upon day and time with the orientation and mobility specialist and teacher of the visually impaired at a local park to assess an unfamiliar environment. Period. So how is that? So I stopped it so it'll quit dictating, but such a time saver. So you put your note in there and your date and your goals and all that. Or if you're just dictating a note that you want to send to yourself, an email. So you go up to the top right and click the three little dots, and you can save it, or you can have it on auto save if you want, or you can just have it where you manually save it. So it saves the document, and then it gives you this nice feature next to the three little dots to share it. And then I always like to email it to myself, and then I can edit it or take a look at it before I final save it. So then I just put my email address in there and I hit send and then send it to myself. And that is how you dictate a note using your OneDrive.
Today I am going to show you how to create a Google Meet invitation in our Outlook calendars. First, we want to go to the upper left-hand corner to the dial pad and get into our calendars. I will go down to the month of November just for a blank calendar. Up at the top left corner, you will see a blue box that says New Event. You want to click on that. This will open up a new box. And up in the top right-hand corner, you will see 3 small dots that I am hovering over right now. You want to click on that and go down to Get Add-ins. In the search box, you will type in Google Meet, and you will find Google Meet comes up, and I will click on that. There is a blue button for Add. Now I have added that to my Outlook calendar, so I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to create a meeting. I will just put Meet with a Child. We will put November 2nd, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm going to invite my good friend Lori Persinger. And up at the top now, you will see that I have a little icon for Google Meet, which I'm going to click on and add a meeting. So now when I scroll down in the box, you will notice that I have a link for the Google Meet. So up at the top, I'm going to send this, and this will go to my friend Lori. Now, when I come into my calendar and I go to November 2nd, over here, here's the meeting that I created. And my link for my Google Meet is included in my calendar. It's as simple as that.